Center for Spiritual Living right here in Menifee Valley. And I'm so glad you're here. Would you turn around and just say to everybody, I'm glad you're here. To anybody glad you're here. Oh, that's nice. And you really mean it. I could feel it. Well, all right, we got a big start this morning, so it's time now to find out what's going on in the Center for Spiritual Living and the community and the world. And here's our spokesman, the core president, Dave Minyard.
Sad Bill doesn't even cane here anymore than I can play with it. Good morning, everybody. How are we? Awesome. I'm so happy to be here, and I'm glad you're all here. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living in Menifee Valley. We are a new thought community based on the teachings of Ernest Holmes, which revolve around the power of positive thinking and the law of attraction. No matter where you are on your spiritual path, we are happy you're here. We're happy you joined us today. We are excited to have you here, and we're getting there. Okay. All right. So the theme for September has been harvesting the fruits of our efforts through transcendent purpose. Usually I don't do this, but I like to give a little background on what transcendent purpose means. So living with transcendent purpose means going beyond limits, aligning with Spirit's call, and transforming the ordinary into extraordinary. As we honor what we've cultivated, let us sow seeds for an inspired future, one filled with deeper purpose, greater abundance, and infinite possibility. It's not yours, Dave? Okay. That's okay, that's okay. I'll talk about it in a minute. All right, so now we know what time it is. For those of you who've never been here before, who've never experienced what we're about to do, we have a phrase around here that everybody loves. Does everybody know what that phrase is? Absolutely. All right, and the reason we use absolutely is because it is the most positive affirmation there is. There's nothing higher. You can say yes, you can say sure, you can say okay, but nothing beats absolutely. So we have a call and response that we do. I'm going to say some stuff, and you're going to say one word back to me with as much passion as you can muster, and that word is? Absolutely. All right, so here we go. And this is based around the theme for September. So do we harvest the good that we have sown? Absolutely. Do we live with transcendent purpose, beyond limits, and full of spirit? Absolutely. Do we turn the ordinary into extraordinary? Absolutely. Is September our season of gratitude, abundance, and bold vision? Absolutely. Then September is our harvest, rich with gratitude, overflowing with abundance, and guided by transcendent purpose. And when asked if we are all ready for it together, we all say, absolutely. Yourself a hand, that was amazing. Thank you for making that one powerful, because next week it changes. Next week it changes. So I get to go into the lab and start coming up with a new one to make for next month. What is the theme for next month?
Glow up.
Glow up. Oh, I'm going to have a good one for you. So make sure you're here next week, because it's going to be a good one. All right. So on to the announcements. Please silence your cell phones. They are contagious. If one goes off, usually they all go off. New calendars for the month of October are available over at the front desk. Next week, our speaker is coming back, Reverend Linda Overton. She will be speaking on the ultimate glow up. So make sure you're here next week for that. Also next week, it is the first Sunday of the month, which means potluck. Yes, so bring some treats, bring some food. No drinks. Don't bring any drinks. That's a bad. Don't bring drinks. Bring food, bring snacks, all that kind of stuff. Inside your bulletin, you're going to find a list of community events that are happening here at the center, from dances to karaoke to live music. We just had an event here on Friday, a live band, and it was amazing. Great food. Also, so our event's coming up this Wednesday. We have our community drum circle. It happens the first Wednesday of every month. It's at 6:30 here in the sanctuary, and this is going to be a special one because it is our 3-year anniversary. This is the 3rd year. We've never missed one, and it is What's that?
I said, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. And it's facilitated by our very own White Feather, who's going to tell you a little bit about it right now.
Just want to let you know, it's one of my favorite times of the month. As you know, this is where we come together and we drum. And we do that sacred thing of the sacred trees that are around us. Like I've told you before, anybody that's indigenous to the world, you may not know the language when you go to the country, but you understand the drum and you hear it. So we've got Sister Bear will be here, the former chief of the Shanga tribe will also be here. We're trying to get our brother Cliff Christ back with me to play, but don't know how far along he's coming here, but he's on the land. We are the only drum circle that has live music. There's not another drum circle that has musicians. And if he doesn't make it, you'll just get more of me. We'll take you through this whole experience and then end it off to sound bath. So come on out, bring the little kids, bring the older kids, grandmas and grandpas. We got djembe drums that tall. So I wish to see you there on Wednesday, and I will.
Thanks, brother. Yeah, again, that is this Wednesday. And I can't speak highly enough about the drum circle. If you've ever been to a drum circle, I promise you've never been to one like this. There's live music, there's a sound bath at the end. It is amazing. So again, there's a $10 suggested love offering at the door, but the event is open to all, and we do have drums available if you do not have one, but it is a first come, first served basis. Again, that's this Wednesday, 6:30. You got nothing going on? 6:30, this Wednesday. All right, also coming up, it is that time of the year. Our annual members meeting is going to be coming up on Sunday, November 9th. This is a wonderful opportunity to come together and hear about important updates, present and future, from CSLMP, celebrate what we've accomplished this year, and help shape the vision for what's ahead. We also have open positions on our core council. So if you're interested in that, and you've been a member for at least 6 months, actively share your time, talent, and treasure, and feel called to serve, we'd love to have you apply. Applications are due by Sunday, November 2nd, and if you're interested, you can get a packet from me back there at the sound booth. Oh, yes. So stay after service. We do have treats and coffee and stuff today. If you have a prayer request for this week, please place it in the prayer box inside your packet. There's a little prayer request. You can put it inside that prayer box over there. And also, one of the things that came out of our amazing meeting that we had a couple weeks ago, talking to the members, finding out what everybody wanted, was a desire for more opportunities for healing within our community. So while we currently only have just one practitioner available after service for affirmative prayer, and to pray over your written requests, we are grateful to share that there are now additional ways to receive support today. So we have White Feather. He's going to offer sound healing services after service. If you're in need, just see White Feather. White Feather, raise your hand. Even though you just went up there, he knows who you are. We also have Bill, and Bill is available to hold space and support you through anything you might be going through at this moment. Bill, raise your hand. And of course, we have Eloise, and she's here for affirmative prayer. Eloise, please raise your hand. Well, it says here, maybe they raise their hand, and they're all here. So we do have a prayer room, so it's not like you just have to meet up here on stage with a microphone. There's a private prayer room, so just see one of the three of them if you need some help, need something to help get you through. If you'd like to receive any of their service, you can meet with them there. And it's a wonderful way to lean into the spiritual and emotional care that is available here at the center. And beyond today, we are excited that we also have additional opportunities for healing through our support circles facilitated by community members. These gatherings provide safe, nurturing spaces to share, reflect, and grow together. We have a women's group that meets on the second Wednesday of every month here at the center. That one is at 6 o'clock here. And we have a men's group that meets here on the third Wednesday of every month at 6:30. And personally speaking, I went to the men's group. I did not go to the women's group. I did go to the men's group, and it was fascinating. I loved it, and I will be going back again. So, that being said, for more information, you can visit our website at cslmp.org. And I can't speak enough about the algorithms of this social media stuff. So if you see our posts online, if you see anything, share it, like it, wave at it, something to get, because the way the algorithms work, If you see it, you like it, your friends see it, they like it, next thing you know, we're worldwide. And CSLME is on the map. Right? Absolutely. There we go. I was thinking, you guys are slipping. Okay, alright, so before I intro Eloise to bring this level back down, I know I'm a lot. I'm so sorry for that. It's my favorite time, so if you please repeat after me these words that are on the screen. Open minds. Open minds. Open hearts. Open hearts. Open arms. Open arms. Open at the top. Open at the top. Thank you all so much. Have a great week. And I'll see you next month.
My chant this morning is Jaya Jaya Shiva Shambho. 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 Mahadeva Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho. Jaya Jaya Shiva Shambho. Jaya Jaya Shiva Shambho. Jaya Jaya Shiva Shambho. Jaya Jaya Shiva Shambho. Sunday, beautiful Sunday. Sunday morning, here in the Center for Spiritual Living, Menifee Valley, where we are all coming to recognize the God within, to see God in everyone, to know that God is all there is. The awareness, the awesome awareness of that divine spirit that is within each one of us. It gives us our energy, our creativity, our intuition, and that awesomeness that is each person. Everyone is perfect, whole, complete, and divine, just the way they are. All problems that are created are all problems solved. Look within. Find answers in your own self. That is where the divine spirit dwells. And in my awareness of this, I live in gratitude. And in my gratitude, I release my word into the law of mind, knowing it is so. It is the truth. It is powerful. And together we say,
And so it is.
And now, a reading from the Science of Mind. No, 2 readings from the Science of Mind. 2 for the price of 1 today. I was in the Navy. The most important... Thank you. The most important person aboard ship was the captain. And so today the reading is about the captain. In the first reading is from Emmett Fox, who writes, "The captain is on the bridge. The world is not going to the dogs. The human race is not doomed. Civilization is not going to crash. The captain is on the bridge. Humanity is going through a difficult time, but humanity has gone through difficulties many times before in its long history, and it has always come through strengthened and purified. Do not worry yourself about the universe collapsing. It is not going to collapse. And anyway, that question is none of your business. The captain is on the bridge. If the survival of humanity depended on you and me, it would be a poor lookout for this great experiment. The captain is on the bridge. God is still in business. All that you have to do is realize the presence of God where trouble seems to be. To do your best duty to the very best of your ability, and to keep an even mind until the storm is over. The captain is on the bridge. And Ernest Holmes addresses that very question about the captain being on the bridge, knowing that God is in charge, that infinite spirit is right here, right now, ever present. Prayer and meditation make possible the miracle of life. Remember, we are talking about affirmative prayer. For there is nothing negative in our communion with God. It should always be affirmative. We should never say, God cannot or will not, but always, God can and will and does. And having cleared all doubt from our consciousness, we must learn to affirm that all the power and all the presence and all the life that there is for us, with us, and in us. The captain is on the bridge. And I am going to read this quick meditation. All that God has is mine. There is nothing in me that can deny God's presence, power, wisdom, guidance, and God's protecting love. Today and every day, I shall live life to the full. I shall sing and dance and be glad, and always within me there is the power and the presence and the life of God. And unto this presence be glory, honor, dominion, and power, both now and forever. The captain is on the bridge. And so it is.
So it is.
And so it is that we are blessed this morning by a wonderful guest speaker. You know him. I'm just learning a little bit more about him every day, and he's a wonderful speaker. He has a wonderful message for us. Let's give him a nice big hand, Mr. Dave Friedman.
some old faces too.
Thanks.
So what's going on out here? It's fall.
Captain's on the bridge.
Captain's on the bridge. How many people thought Star Trek when you said that? Right. Last day of the official baseball season. Football people don't care. Right. That's okay. There's something out there for everybody. And everything that's out there is for everybody who wants it, so it's a beautiful thing. I'm going to talk a little bit about hope. Anyone here named Hope? Well, good, we can talk about her. They want to talk a little bit about the science. I don't know if you know how this thing works, but CSL puts out a thought or an idea of stuff that we may want to consider talking about. And I think it's an interesting idea because what happens then is that everybody in the organization is sort of thinking about the same thing. And the power of everyone thinking together just amplifies exponentially what is possible by each of us by ourselves. So I like to use them as a guidance, and then I generally go my own direction with it. But what we're talking about is hope today, and what they said as an affirmation was that I know that anything is possible. And there's a couple different ways. How about I know that everything is possible? And some of you may have seen this thing where it says there's no such thing as impossible, right? Because if you take the M and off of possible, it says I'm possible. And you are. Every single one of you is possible, is probable, and actually is because you are. We're going to talk a little bit today about the science of hope. Didn't realize there was a science, but I guess if we look hard enough into anything, that works. I always used to think hope was a wish. Yeah, a little bobbing heads. Yeah. Apparently I'm wrong. Which means, never mind. It's like writing to Santa Claus, right? Oh, I hope I get this. And it was nice. I don't think I will, but it'd be nice. I hope I get this. And back when we were little, it's like, oh man, I really hope they like me. Right? And then we grow up and it's, I hope I get that job, or I hope I get that car. And then it still is, I really hope they like me. Even when we get older, some things never change. But I learned that I was wrong about my definition of what hope is. Let me read something to you. Hope is an optimistic state of mind that is based on an expectation of positive outcomes with respect to events and circumstances in one's life or the world at large. Merriam-Webster, as a verb, defines hope to expect with confidence, to cherish a desire with anticipation. So I learned actually that hope's a little more active. Hope's a little more on purpose. We want to talk about being on purpose, on tension, right? Learning is good. But isn't that how we want to live our lives? On purpose. And with intention. It's one of the things I do in my coaching business is help people find their purpose in whatever it is you do. And when I say find your purpose, that's a big vision, isn't it? Oh my God. But our purpose could be just what we're going to do this weekend. And you do it with intention. So your purpose is whatever it is that you want for yourself. And it also covers all that other stuff. Expect, I like that, expect with confidence. Isn't that one of the pillars of science of mind? That when we go out there, when we do our affirmative prayers, we expect with confidence that that's what's going to happen. We actually, I like to come to the point not expecting, but knowing with confidence that when we do this, when we align with the energy Dave was alluding to earlier about the law of attraction. I don't know how much you know much about the law of attraction. I know a few years ago there was this big thing around The Secret. Not a secret anymore, is it? I think that whole idea opened people's minds to possibilities, but it might have it might have fallen short of actual some sort of realism, because what it didn't let us know is that we actually have to do the work. And it's not do the work, for instance, to save the money to get that nice car. It's to do the work inside so that we align with the energy that we need or that we want in order to attract what it is that we desire. So I'm going to get off this for just a second. The way the universe works, so we're going to agree that the universe is energy, yeah? Okay, good. If the universe is energy, we're all energy. Okay? Did you ever bink a wine glass? You hear it go like this? Okay, so there's that. Do you remember? I think it was Ella Fitzgerald. She broke a wine glass for the boys. Remember that? Is it live or is it Memorex? Do you know what that happens? So you got the glass and it has a frequency. And any of you that play guitar or any instrument, you know that when you get two notes that are close to each other, they waver. And when they get to a straight line, you can see a sine wave, then they're in tune. When you beat that glass and you get in tune with it, it's a beautiful thing. If you get off of it just a little bit, you create this, and that's how the glass breaks. Wouldn't you rather live your life in a vibration? So when you align yourself internally, completely and totally, hope if you will, knowing if you will, if you align yourself, or when you align yourself with exactly what it is that you are looking to attract in your life, science proves, quantum physics proves, that there's nothing to get in the way. It has to happen the way we see it. Make sense? Cool. I'm going to read some more. I know I'm reading to you, and it might be boring, but it's interesting. Positive psychology research suggests that hope is the single most important feeling state, having a big impact on our mental and physical health. Individuals who have significant levels of hope are more physically healthy and less susceptible to success. They get sick less. Thank you. People with hope are more resilient, solve problems better, feel overall better compared to those with less hope. Students exhibiting hopeful thinking perform better academically and athletically. Lower levels of anxiety, lower levels of depression. Elite athletes form exceptionally high on psychological measures of hope, indicating that raw talent, grit, or even optimism without hope is insufficient when pursuing difficult goals. Hope can be a mental resource that we can develop through practice. More than just a feeling of anticipation. Who knew, right? When you look deep down inside of this hope thing, it's powerful and it's big. But wait, there's more. Hope is positively correlated with self-esteem and healthier relationships. Hope increases the sense of meaning in life, identification, and realization of goals and dreams, even in the midst of adversity. Folks with high hopes set loftier goals and are more likely to recognize them. Turns out, hope is a better predictor of success than intelligence or innate ability alone. So it takes the whole. It takes the innate ability, it takes intelligence, but it takes hope. It's like the icing on the cake to really lock that thing in. Ernest Holmes connected hope with an unwavering belief and expectancy in the universal power to provide what is desired, and by using the use of power, positive thought to create our envision of what we want to see. Use the hope. And again, I like knowing, because to me, when you know something, that's a power. Well, even just saying it, I feel more locked into that. He said that by dwelling on and expecting positive outcomes, you manifest them into reality. I'm going to get back to that in a little bit. He said, yesterday is not, tomorrow is not, but today, bright with hope and filled with promise, is mine. So this is what I wanted to touch back on, because there's a couple of parts of this. If we think that we're ready for something and we're not seeing it, then we're not ready for it. So we think we're ready for it, but we're not. See, it's what you truly, truly believe. I don't know, maybe I'll share this. I thought for the longest time that I really was ready, for a relationship. I got this. Apparently not. It just wasn't happening. But if I continued to do the work on me, then, well, apparently I got ready. So we're having some fun now, but that's just an example of what I thought I was ready for. But I hadn't done the work. And when you do the work and you align yourself with the vibration of the life you want to experience, there's no way that it can't happen. And we have to work on this. So how can you make hope work for you? Let's put this to some real use. Decide what you want and know that that's going to expect. And you can start with small things. How about a parking spot? You go to a place and you know there's going to be a parking spot for you. How many times have you done that? It actually worked out, right? See? What happened to me last week? Chocolate chip cookie. Single pleasures in life, right? But I put it out there and it happened. And you can do that all the way up to a new job, world peace, or a house. Put it out there and just know it. But if you start small, you start building up your confidence in your ability to manifest. And you want to focus on the feeling of what that is. This is what the universe responds to, is your feeling. So if you can feel yourself into a new car, more likely the chances are that's going to happen. You got to pay attention. Pay attention to your intention. We call it treat and move your feet. And I think this is part of what the secret missed out on. They just say, yeah, go ahead. Put a picture of your house on the refrigerator. It'll happen. No, you actually have to go do something. You got to make some money and you got to do some shopping. And then there's this other part of it. There's twists and there's turns and bump bruises and zigs and zags that are unforeseen when you're going through the process, but we can look at them as learning opportunities. Not just learning what's going on out there, but learning what's going on in here. And then there's this other thing that maybe we're not going to get exactly what it is physically that we want. But we will always get metaphysically what it is that we want and what it is that we're aligned with. So here's a good example. I think that if I had, way too much money and nothing to do with it, one of those Bentley Continental convertibles would look really good in my garage, wouldn't it? That's a sweet ride right there. It's cool looking, it sounds neat, it's comfortable, drives like a bat out of hell. But what is it really about that car that's not the physical part of it necessarily, but that really makes it, other than the fact that it's cool, what makes it attractive? Well, it does run well, it's comfortable, it's safe, So with those underlying things, that's what we're really looking for. Do you really need that big house on the hill, or do you want a place that's safe, that's comfortable, that you can call home and feel like it's your sanctuary? And that's what I mean, that's what's underneath the vision. Sometimes what we get isn't exactly what we think it looks like, but it's exactly what we need. This or something better. Sometimes it even comes out even better than it was when we expected it. Because we had our intention and our line all set up to be the vibration of our perfect experience. That's why I like to say this or something better. I'm actually looking for a place right now, and it's this or something better. And that when you do that and you hope out there, there's no reason for it not to happen. So that underneath things, what I call a why. Why do you want this? That's the real reason. And sometimes you end up, again, getting what it is. So I'm going to show you some ways that we can actually do this, some practical ways to put this in here. Again, I like to start with I know. I know this is happening. Isn't that step 2 of the spiritual life treatment from the prayer? I know. I know that there is, and I know that I am. And step 3 is I know that I experience. And then I know that it's done. Thank you. Work on that. Whether you do it in the confines or the structure of an affirmative prayer, that's totally up to you. That's what they call it the science of mind, because they've proven if you do it the same way every time, the right way, you can guarantee a result. So that's what that is. That's what this is. But if you just continue to do it for yourself and build the ability, build the knowing, build the feeling around what it is that you'd like to experience, you're going to get better at it. And you will absolutely experience a much better life because of it. Whatever that is that looks like. So practice it. It's like watering the garden and expect it to be. When you plant tomato seeds, you don't need to keep pulling it up to see if it's growing. The only thing that's going to come out of that spot is tomatoes. So know that what it is, the seeds that you're planting for the experience that you're looking to have, know that you've planted those seeds and just keep watering it, tending the garden. Get the weeds out. What are the weeds? The weeds are your negative thoughts. The weeds are, I'm not 100% sure this is going to happen. The weeds are thinking other things against what it is that you're looking for. So your attention is important. Pay attention to that. And continue to remind yourself that this is what you're experiencing. This is something better. If it doesn't work right away, that's okay. Don't think that you failed. Go easy on yourself. We are human. You ever hear the story of a bamboo plant, bamboo trees? You know they're like a stick for about the first 8 years. You put a stick in the ground, you look at it, hoping it's going to grow. And in about year 9, right around there, it grows like 35 feet. So what it's been doing is it's been planting its infrastructure in order to support what it really wants to be. The universe works in strange ways, but it does work. So allow it to do what it needs to do. What do you hope for? What are your dreams? What are your visions? What do you really, really want to experience? And why? Know that. Only that. Whenever you get a message, whenever you get a feeling, it's for you. Everything we know is individually just for us. Oh, I can't have that. Then you wouldn't have gotten the idea. You got the idea. You can have it. It's for you. Absolutely. So be open to exploring new possibilities. Be open to stepping outside of your comfort zone. Because that's how things grow. That's what we need to do to get this happening. And here's another thing. By exhibiting the hope, by exhibiting the positivity, by knowing what we're doing and why, we inspire others so that they can do the same thing. Wow, if it works for him, maybe it'll work for me. Absolutely it will. So you become an example of what's possible. So go ahead. Live the life you envision. Live it out loud. Live it unapologetically. That's why we're here, is to be the example of what's possible. Be that authentic you that you are. And while you're doing it, have a good time. That's another reason we're here. have a great time. And remember this, you got this. Namaste. I know. I'm getting messages all over the place. Let's lock this in with a prayer, shall we? What I know is that there is this energy in the universe. It is a single energy that envelops us all, that includes us all, that is us all. It is from where we come. It is where we live. Eventually it is where we return to. So it is, and also what I know for a fact is that I am as it is, and it is in, through, and as me, as it is in, through, and at everybody here in the room. This is who we are. And I know that whatever it is that I feel, I'm speaking for everybody here, I know that whatever it is that I feel, that whatever comes to me is real. It's honest, and it's for me. And so I believe in the possibility, I believe in the probability of living a life designed for me, by me. And I know that when I do that, the universe has no choice but to make it so. Remember, the captain is on the bridge. We make it so. So whatever it is that I wish for, whatever it is that you hope for, know that that is your experience waiting for you. Whatever you're looking for is looking for you. Take that. Take those seeds and know that that's the plant that's going to grow. And then what we do is we take that and place it lovingly into the fertile fields that is the action and activity of the law itself that grows beautifully what is planted into it. And we tend it. So I know this, I expect this, and I accept it on behalf of everybody here, whatever that is. Know that this is your goodness, and it's finding you. So with great gratitude, just let it go and let it grow, knowing it's already done. And help me anchor this by saying, and so it is.
And so it is. Dave Friedman, I've made a decision. I've made a decision on what I would like to be. When I grow up, I'd like to be Dave Friedman. Will you play us something? Will you play us something on the piano?
I don't know that song.
And sing it? Something? Something in the way you... Yeah.
Okay, Bill, just for you, and they can listen.
I'm going to sit right here and write myself a letter.
I found this tune, you know, you go out looking for something to do, because I had a feeling you were going to do that. You too, you know. And so I found this, I know you all are familiar with it. It really sets itself up as one of the songs that really looks into hope. It really paints a picture of what's possible. Should I try and use this one?
If you want.
I don't care.
They both work.
If I go stereo,
Yeah.
double the day.
Quadraphonic.
Imagine there is no heaven, Nothing to kill or die for. No religion too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say we are dreamers, but we're not the only ones. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will live as one. Imagine no possessions. Wonder if you can. No need for greed or hunger. Brotherhood of man. Imagine all the people sharing the world. They say we are dreamers, we're not the only ones. I know someday you'll join us, and the world will live as one. I know someday you'll join us, and the world will live as one. Now, Mr. Bill.
Oh, what a morning, huh? Isn't that wonderful? Well, now it's time for our offertory, and I know Eloise would like to offer a great song or something. Here you go.
A thought or two, maybe. Well, my first thought is, I am rich. Repeat after me. I am rich. I am the wealthy child of God.
I am the wealthy child of God.
I give and receive abundantly.
I give and receive abundantly.
Which is true. I've noticed all my life, whatever I give comes back abundantly. And we have our usher Gail, who will be coming around to each one of you for your gifts, your tithes, your donations to this center. And I say thank you. And now, Brian is going to sing with us. I am so blessed, because we are. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed.
thank you very much. And what we Dave also has a credit card reader if you would like to make your contribution to that. See Dave at the back of the room. We bless this offering to its work and to our spirit. And so it is. So it is. Well, okay. What would you like to do next?
Football.
Have we coffee
We have
Figure 25 people.
and cookies? What happened to the
I'm
roast?
counting you now.
Okay,
Do not give me the eat it.
coffee this morning.
That means 30.
So now, if you'd like to circle up, we're going to do our peace song. You don't have to circle up if you don't want to, but you're welcome to. And join us as we sing, "Let there be peace on earth and in the world."
I got that message.
Are you breaking things up?
I know. All right, and it goes something like this.